ジブリの映画は日本で人気はあるんですけど、海外はどうでしょうか？実はかなり人気があります。でも外国人とジブリについて話すときにちょっと気をつけてほしいことがあります。それは映画のタイトルです。そのタイトルを英語で伝えたいときに何と言えばいいんでしょうか？それって簡単でしょ？直訳してもいいんじゃない？だって隣のトトロってトトロちょっと待ってよ！実はジブリのタイトルを英語そのままに直訳すると通じないことが非常に多いんです。じゃあ代わりに何と言えばいいんでしょうか？どうやってそのタイトルを翻訳できるんでしょうか？ Hey 皆さん、It's Arthur. Uconnect の朝です。あなたがリアルな英語を身につけて世界に飛び出すように、今回の動画ではジブリの英語の自然な言い方をご紹介します。よろしくお願いします。今から英語で解説しますが、日本語の字幕が必要な場合はぜひつけてください。You can do it on your smartphone here or on your PC here. Before we start, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If it's your first time watching, welcome to Uconnect. My goal is to help you not just learn English, but use it as a tool to connect with the world. And if you've seen one of our videos before, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here to join me. In this video, we're going to look at these two topics. 1. Why do you not directly translate movie titles? And 2. We're going to look at some of the more popular Ghibli movies' English titles. And at the end, I'm going to share with you my favorite Ghibli movie. Which one do you think it is? Also, I want to know your favorite Ghibli movie. So please, if you hear your movie title, please leave it in the comment box below. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Anyways, let's get started. 1. Why do you not directly translate movie titles? First, let's talk about why I have to make this video at all. I mean, why can't you just directly translate Japanese titles into English? I want you to remember this. The purpose of English isn't just saying words. 英語の本来の目的は頭の中のイメージ、気持ち、情報、いわばメッセージを相手に伝えることです。And so a lot of times we need to think about the feeling, not just the 表面的な意味, not just the surface meaning. And a lot of times, even if a word has the same dictionary meaning, the feeling, the message is quite different. And so if you directly translate a Japanese movie title into English, well, the feeling will be very different. Remember, it's not about just saying words, it's expressing the feeling and sharing the image. So now, let's look at the Ghibli movie titles. 2, we're going to look at some of the more popular Ghibli movies' English titles. Let's look at 5 popular Ghibli movies. I'll first share the Japanese title and then what the image of that Japanese title's direct translation is in English. And then I will share the English title with you and share the image, the message of that, why they chose that title. First up is Kurenai no Buta. The direct translation of this title is Crimson Pig. When I hear the word crimson pig, I think of a pig that is crimson colored. And that's really all about it. It almost sounds like it's a barbecue restaurant. Oh yeah, I'll get 1 crimson pig. Sounds delicious. So what's the English title? Porco Rosso. Oh, sorry, that was Italian. It's Porco Rosso. Does that sound a little strange? Well, that's because it's not English. It's Italian title. Porco means pig and rosso means red. Why would they choose an Italian name and not an English name? Well, that's because the setting of the movie is in Italy. So to give it that Italian ambiance, that Italian雰囲気, they gave it an Italian name. Actually, my grandmother was Italian. She had a very thick Italian accent and she would walk around the house singing Italian songs. And when I was cooking things, she would say this to me. Arthur, I learned to always eat the Italian flag. Bianco, rosso, e verde. Do you have bianco, rosso, e verde on your plate? Ooh, very nice. I'm not kidding. She really said that stuff to me. Number 2 is Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi. This is actually one of my favorite ones. It's not my most favorite, but this is probably the most famous Ghibli movie in America. It was the first Ghibli movie to become very popular in the United States. The direct translation of this word is the spiriting away of Sen and Chihiro. Now, this is an okay title, but it's a little bit long. It feels kind of long, and Sen and Chihiro are names that people are not really used to. And if they read it, they won't even really know how to pronounce it. I know some people, when they try to read Chihiro, they'll say something like, Chihiro? Chihiro? I don't know, what is that like a food or something? So what's the actual English title? Spirited Away. It's a lot shorter, a lot more easy to say, and a lot more easy to imagine. Now here, I want to talk about one thing about the term kamikakushi and spirit away. The direct translation of the word kami is God, but the concept of kami and the concept of God is actually quite different. In English, when you say the word God, people tend to imagine an individual being that's super powerful that lives really, really far away. But the Japanese term kami isn't like that, right? It's the spiritual kind of powerful being or thing that stays in all these things all over the world. That's much closer to the English word spirit. And that's why it's translated as spirited away. Next on our list is Tonari no Totoro. The title of this in a direct translation would be Totoro Next Door. And to be honest, that doesn't sound very strange. But when we think of the movie, it is a little bit strange. The term next door means the house that is next to you. So if you say your next door neighbor or the Smiths next door, it means the people who are living in the house next to you. The door represents the whole house. But Totoro doesn't live in a house, right? He lives in the woods. He lives in his own world. And so to share that image, the official title is My Neighbor Totoro. My neighbor, first of all, has a pretty close relationship. You feel closer than if you just say next door. And the main characters do have a close relationship with Totoro, right? They really like each other. And also, neighbor just means the person who lives near you or who lives in the same area. They don't necessarily need to live in a house. Number 4 on our list is Tenku no Shiro Laputa. The direct translation of this title is Castle in the Heavens Laputa, or Laputa, Castle in the Heavens. But the English title, the official English title of this is just Castle in the Sky, no Laputa. Why would they take off Laputa? It makes the title a little bit shorter so it has more impact. And also, Laputa is an unfamiliar place. Not many people know about it. So to make it easier to feel like you understand it, they named the title Castle in the Sky. Now, what does heavens mean? Heavens is kind of a formal way to say the sky or to say the mystical part of the world above us. Just kind of like you say tenku instead of sora. And also, let's talk about why they chose the word sky and not heavens or the heavens. Well, if you say heavens, it has an image of tengoku, of almost like a religious place where God is. But God isn't on Laputa. Laputa is just a place that's in the sky. So they chose the word sky and not heavens. And number 5, our final one. Whoa, isn't this fun? Majo no Takyubin desu. The direct translation of this title is The Witch's Express Delivery. Now, the main character, Kiki, is a witch, but she's pretty cute. She looks pretty nice. But in Western culture, the image of witch is not so good. They kind of look like this. And so the official English title of Majo no Takyubin is Kiki's Delivery Service. 今から名前使わなかったのに、なんでいきなりその名前を? Well, actually, Kiki can also be an English name. It's a name that many people are familiar with. And so it's okay to use that name in a title. Now, why did they say delivery service and not express service? This is just my personal experience living in Japan, but it seems like the word takyubin is used a lot. It seems to be a word that people use to describe services. But in the United States and in other countries, people don't normally say express service. Even if it has an express option, people will say it's a delivery service. And then if they want to be specific about the option, then they'll say express service. So the people who decided the title chose delivery service just because it's used more. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope this was very interesting for you. Now, I'm going to share with you my favorite Ghibli movie. Can you guess which one it is? But before that, I want to share just a short message. You know, this was a fun topic, but my final goal for you is not just to learn English as a hobby, but to use it as a tool to connect with people from all over the world. And so please don't just learn this and move on to the next YouTube video. Make foreign friends and talk with them about Ghibli movies and use what you learned in this lesson. Okay, now are you ready to hear my favorite Ghibli movie? It's Castle in the Sky. You know, I just really like that one. If you like Castle in the Sky too, please leave a comment below. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you like this video, give me a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button. And I hope to see you next time. 応援してます。一緒に世界とつながりましょう。See you next time. 英語をたくさん学ぶのですが、外国人と直面したら、頭が真っ白になり、言葉が出てこない。こういうことを経験したことありませんか？なぜそうなるんでしょうか？その問題の原因と外国人と生の場面で実際に話せるようになる鍵を特別な YouTube シリーズでご紹介します。You can check it out over here. お役に立てたらとても嬉しいです。よろしくお願いします。